Let's discuss this with Kumar, Rakesh, India analyst, auto as well as IT services at BNP Paribas. Of course, we're discussing autos for today's conversation. Kumar, great to have you in. Okay, let's start by understanding now what's happening. From the 22nd onwards, the new price cuts roll in. But most OEMs, I think, almost everyone, has already announced price cuts. So what is the inventory position and has it become clear? I mean, what happens to the inventory? How is it going to be marked in terms of tax? And what should we expect over the next 3-4 weeks?
Hi, good morning, Surabhi. So we have seen about 2 to 11% of price reduction that has been announced by major PV OEMs. So bulk of the entire GST reduction has already been getting passed through to the customers in terms of price announcement. What happens in terms of the inventory position? Now, we understand that the GST part will be refundable, but the Cess is still being debated, what happens on the Cess side. So that is an overhang, what happens to the inventory on which the Cess has already been paid. But we believe that should more of a transient issue. This reduction is permanent, and once we are passed through these transient teething issues, the industry should continue to see the benefit of stronger growth across all the segments.
Hi, morning. This is Rima here. I think you're neutral to negative on most of the two-wheelers. I think neutral on Bajaj Auto, Eicher, Hero, negative on TVS Motors. With this GST rate cut and the boost it will provide, is it time to get constructive on any of the two-wheelers?
Hi, morning, Rima. Yeah, for sure. For the next couple of quarters, we'll see very strong growth for two-wheeler names as well. What we are concerned about is the outlook on the ABS implementation. Government had spoken about that from 1st January, the new ABS norms will get implemented for two-wheelers of 125cc and lower. And if that gets implemented, it will largely offset all the price GST rate. And because of that, we would see the impact coming through.
I think we have Kumar on a bad line. Kumar, can you hear us? I think we've lost that line. We'll see if we can get him back in a bit, but I'm just going to quickly run through some of the BNP recommendations. The stocks that they're positive on are Ashok Leyland, Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti Suzuki, Samvardhana Motherson and Tata Motors. But they're not that over-the-top optimistic on a lot of the two-wheelers, like Rima was pointing out. They're equal weight on Bajaj Auto, on Eicher Motors and on Hero as well. Kumar, sorry, I think we've got you back. So just complete your point and also tell us, why the preference for four-wheelers, passenger vehicle makers like Maruti, because the GST cuts aside, I mean, there was also this other debate all these years, right? That intrinsically the customer has moved on and he or she doesn't want small cars. He wants SUVs and therefore the whole M&M story. So just tell us what makes you still optimistic on PVs, including names like Hyundai and Maruti.
Yeah. So on two-wheelers, as I was just completing the point that the ABS price increase can potentially wipe out some of the benefits which we are seeing. And on the passenger vehicle side, we believe that the entry segment is still aspirational for a large set of customers, if you see, because the price point at which those vehicles are available, that is still pretty high from average salary or average income of Indian household. So if you look at the first-time buyer, it has fallen from about 49% to 40% in the industry. So we believe the pain in the entry segment or the small cars is more of a reflection of first-time buyers being lower in the market compared to how it used to be.
Kumar, we'll leave the conversation here for now. Thank you very much for joining in. Great chatting with you.